Live service games are designed to be ongoing experiences rather than one-and-done releases. They rely on continuous content updates, events, and community engagement to keep players invested over months or years. Games like Destiny 2 and Fortnite are shining examples of this model done right. However, the live service approach is a double-edged sword. It requires a delicate balance of quality content, player trust, and sustainable monetization. When any of these elements falter, the game's future can quickly unravel. Let's look at some of the most infamous live service failures that have left players disappointed and developers scrambling. When BioWare and EA announced Anthem, fans were hopeful. Coming off the mixed reception of Mass Effect Andromeda, Anthem promised a thrilling action-adventure with customizable mech suits called Javelins. It was supposed to be the next big live service looter shooter, blending BioWare's storytelling with dynamic gameplay. But the reality was far from that vision. Rushed development, poor management decisions, and a broken loot system led to a game that felt hollow and repetitive. The missions lacked variety, the world building was shallow, and the much-touted Javelin customization couldn't mask the gameplay's monotony. The hub world, Fort Tarsis, felt cramped and lifeless, with NPC interactions stripped down to binary choices, losing the depth BioWare fans expected. Despite attempts to revive the game under the Anthem Next initiative, mounting costs and dwindling player interest forced EA to pull the plug after just a couple of years. Anthem serves as a textbook example of how a promising live service game can fail without cohesive vision and solid execution. Bethesda's Fallout 76 was highly anticipated as the first multiplayer entry in the beloved Fallout franchise. Fans hoped for a unique cooperative experience in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Unfortunately, the launch was plagued by bugs, performance issues, and a lack of meaningful content. The game felt unfinished, and the live service elements didn't compensate for the missing narrative depth and polish players expected. Fallout 76's initial reception was so poor that Bethesda had to spend years patching and reworking the game to salvage its reputation. This failure highlighted the risks of launching live service games prematurely and the importance of delivering a polished core experience before layering on ongoing content. The Battlefield series has long been a multiplayer juggernaut, but Battlefield 2042 stumbled badly in its attempt to adopt a live service model. Missing a single-player campaign, plagued by bugs, and suffering from poor communication tools, the game failed to meet player expectations. Content was sparse, and the game felt incomplete at launch. Players quickly abandoned the title, and sales fell far below projections. Battlefield 2042 demonstrated how even established franchises are not immune to the pitfalls of live service development when quality and content are lacking. In 2024, Concord launched with hopes of competing in the hero shooter space dominated by Overwatch and Valorant. Despite colorful characters and promising gameplay, Concord failed to attract players and was taken offline just 2 weeks after release. One major issue was its $39.99 price tag in a market where free-to-play models prevail. Without a large player base or compelling reasons to stick around, Concord became a cautionary tale about market saturation and pricing strategies in live service games. The massive success of Fortnite sparked a wave of rushed battle royale games, including Radical Heights and The Culling. Both launched in unfinished states, lacking polish and originality. Radical Heights was criticized for feeling like a barely viable product, while The Culling suffered from technical issues and half-baked mechanics. Neither could sustain player interest, illustrating the dangers of chasing trends without innovation or quality.